And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and in general, just helping you become a better trader, better Forex trader. I do not do crypto, so this channel is not about crypto at all. But I do want to invite you to like the video if you like the video, and to hit the thumbs up button, and to subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos, or to see some of our shenanigans on the weekends, because I get out of the office and quote unquote touch grass sometimes, as the kids call it. You get out of the office and do fun things. Let's see. With that, we are going to be talking about placing money at risk, but there are risks in Forex, and you need to know about them, and here they are. See, first, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we are doing today. Okay, so here we are. We have the outlook for today. We have NFPs today. Happy NFP Day, everyone. That's the day when the United States releases its non-farm payroll change report, and we're lowballing it at 65,000 this month, which we should be able to hit that target very well. That is a lowball number, it seems. The Canadians are also doing the same thing, so we'll do that by 9 o'clock. And we'll have all the information settled out by 9 o'clock. And then we have the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment coming out after that, which can rattle our markets a little bit. And then after that, we have a whole bunch of Fed speak. Well, that's tonight. Markets were closed for that, thank goodness. Because, I mean, these guys... I'm not convinced that the FOMC, that the Fed knows what it's doing, especially this guy right here, Goolsbee. He's been kind of a political hack ever since I first heard him speak on national news, and he has a different mindset of what macroeconomics looks like than I think the reality. Definitely not from anything that I studied. Now, granted, he is a professor, and what's scarier is that he's a professor at University of Chicago too. So I don't trust anything these guys say anymore. However, they do tell what direction they're going in, and I think they're all jockeying to get braced for Warsh, I guess his name is. Kevin Warsh will be the new Fed chair once he gets approved or something like that. Either that or they're going to get out, or who knows. Who knows what's going to happen? But at any rate, what do we have after that? We have, enough of that. Let's talk about me a little bit. We have at MLQ5 or MQL5. We also have the two expert advisors that I have ready for sale right now. Is this done? No, it's not done. On this one, we're testing right now to see how to trade 2020, to see how we could profitably trade the year 2020, which is an extremely volatile year in Forex. And it was one that once you thought it went down further, it went down as far as it was going to go. It went down even further, and the same thing with going up, especially on some of the more volatile currencies. Let me see. After that, we also have Trading Forex for Profit. This is my website. This is where you can go start for free and create your own trader workspace. This is still under construction a bit, so I'm still going through QA. I'll knock out some more QA stuff this weekend, and get back into the build. And hopefully we'll have this ready for something presentable and that provides value to you as a trader. So with that, and then I'll start marketing it as such. So today we have a risk on. Let's check and see if that's true. Oh, we have the risk odometer. We are risk on, so peace must have broken out, or I think we sent 3 destroyers through the Straits of Hormuz and they were under fire, but you don't want to fire on a destroyer. But everything else, that's why they're called destroyers. And it must have broken out a little bit more because the dollar's on the bottom and the Canadian is on the bottom. We're also hanging out waiting for it to see what happens with NFPs. That's usually a big market mover, and we'll see what that happens with that. So let's get into look at some charts. First, the US 10. The US 10 gives us a very good idea of what's going on with inflation in the United States, and it did come down a little bit. Was pushing it was over 4.4, and that's the part where investors and traders alike start freaking out. Is when the U.S. 10 gets over 4.4. If it hits 5, then we did not hit 5 under the Biden years, but that is not. That will happen one day, I promise, because the way Congress is continuing to spend, they're continuing to devalue the currency, and government spending is the number one problem we have in the United States, in my opinion. Oh yeah, something else. Anything that you hear that may say buy here or sell here, that is just my opinion. That is not trading advice. Okay, so here we are, DXY, which is a reflection of the US 10, I think. I'm still trying to, that's why I started mentioning the US 10 first, so I can get a correlation of what's going on, possibly. And one of these days I'll figure out how to correlate two things on TradingView, and I'll give you. We'll see if we can get a chart on that. So the DXY is at 97.92, just under 98, where it's been flirting with all week. Coming down, that's a bearish engulfing candle. That doesn't mean much considering the news we have coming out at 8:30 New York time. We have the euro versus the dollar perking up again because the DXY is down. So we've got that going for us or against us, depending on which side of the trade you're on. Pound versus the yen, pound versus the dollar. This will be a better indication of what's going on with the with dollar weakness. So it's perking up a lot more than the euro is. Did I mention the euro versus? What did I do with that? There it is. And the pound is beating out the euro. Okay, enough of that. Okay, Swissy. Let's see what's going on with the Swissy now. Swissy is down because the DXY is down. So that is dollars on top, dollars the denominator. So we have the dollar versus the Swissy coming down. Dollar versus the yen is also starting to come down, but we've got some different dynamics on the dollar versus the yen. We also have the carry trade going on between the U.S. and Japan, which we'll see if that continues. We can probably take these lines out here. That's probably done. I'll do that on the Sunday look ahead, which is a longer video. Pound versus the dollar is up. Perking up a little bit more since we're starting to realize oh look, if the war's over, then we've got all sorts of other things that we can worry about, and that's the way the big guys are, or the big guys that run the markets, the market movers are treating it. And that's the people at J.P. Morgan Chase, central banks, etc., and larger banks around the world. Euro versus the dollar perking up a little bit, but not as much as indicated by the euro versus the pound. Dollar versus the Canadian. It's starting to come off a little bit from its whatever. I don't want to call it a high, but I should have held on to that. We should have set that. I should have held on to that UCAD trade, as it turns out. I think I would have been stopped out here. So that'll be a trade that is one that is tricky, because there's a little bit less liquidity there's a lot less liquidity than, let's say, the euro versus the dollar. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. All right, Canadian versus the yen coming down again, as with the price of oil. Maybe the correlation is not as strong as it used to be, but oil is coming off, and NYMEX today is at 94.39. Started out much higher, as you can see, and it came all the way down. Let's see if that can break 80 consistently. And if it breaks 82, it's got strong support at 82. We'll see if that falls apart once this whole peace deal thing is done. Aussie versus the dollar right here. We got here, and it is just kind of starting to find traction at 72.36. So this is another one that is a puzzle for me to try to figure out and trade. But look how narrow all these these Bollinger Bands are. There's not much volume going on right now as we're awaiting the NFP numbers. Gold, 47.10. My gold trade stopped out yesterday at at a loss of about $600 on that account. Where's that one? There it is. There's my little trade right there. Oh well. So you might be thinking this might be a good time to get back in. I don't know. I think it's got a little ways to come down. Maybe a buy stop about right there, but we still don't have a lot of conviction about the peace deal going on in Iran right now, and this is their holy day or something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to all that, especially not with. Oh well. Let's see. So we're at $24 up right now. We'll see if gold continues. A little split in the metals today. Platinum is down. Palladium is down. Silver's up. So silver's up, breaking 80 finally. We'll see if it can hold on to 80. And then look at this. Big gains in the software sector yesterday. Huge gains in the software sector yesterday. Here we have the software sector itself right here at up 3.45%. That's a gap. That's a very strong gap on that. So I don't know what happened with software sectors yesterday. With the software sector yesterday, but it's perking up a lot. Look at this, HubSpot up 3.64%. And again, the stock's still garbage, but maybe not. Maybe you want to buy now. I would not, because it is consolidating here, but there's a lot of stuff getting figured out here too, especially with economics. I don't know how good what the future of CRMs are. They were everything when people used to pick up the phone and call other people, but those days may be over. Social media has seems to have taken over everything, which is kind of like handing the keys to the asylum, the keys of the asylum to the inmates, in my opinion. Intuit is right here. Also perking up almost over 4.5%. GoDaddy up 5.3%. Weird. Adobe is also up 2.5%. I'm customers of most of these. Even look at Upwork. Even Upwork getting up over 10 again. Wow, look at that. And then NVIDIA right here. I've seen a lot of American people I used to chat with in the socials regarding Upwork that are no longer working with Upwork. So they've pretty much shaken out all their value in the United States, if you ask me. It's a great place if you want to hire somebody from another country, but it's as far as American freelancers go, the American freelance market is far away from Upwork. It's not the place to be. What is the place to be? I don't know, because I'm not a freelancer anymore. Let's see. So with that is about all I've got for today. We have a lot more coming up over the weekend, maybe not. I'll be back Sunday. We're not doing I'm not doing one of these videos tomorrow because it's Saturday and there's not a whole lot going on Saturday because the markets are closed. But I will do the Sunday weekly look ahead on Sunday. That's why it's called the Sunday weekly look ahead. And we'll see if we can't get an idea of some targets to trade for next week. So in the meantime, you guys have a great one. Hang out for NFPs, and I will talk to you later. Bye.